Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, then welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. My name is Allie. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you with me as I decorate our covered porch area for the season of fall. This is our enclosed patio space. We use it pretty much all year round. We added it on a couple of years ago and it's quickly become our favorite space, including the cats. We joke that we built this addition for the cats because they will be out here from morning till night. They absolutely love it. It gets really great light. This room fills with light in the morning and the night during sunset as well, and it's just a really pretty space. I'm really excited to decorate it today. So I'll be bringing in a lot of warm color tones for the season as I decorate our mantle. I'm going to give our coffee table and our console table out there a refresh, as well as our outdoor couches, and just offering a lot of ideas along the way of how you can do similar things in your own home using items that you already have. I'll share with you guys which pieces I splurged a little bit on and which pieces I saved on, and how I like to really add in fall seasonal touches without breaking the bank. If you like videos like this, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. I really love hearing from you, so I appreciate every comment. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so we are getting started today in the covered porch space. And as I mentioned, this space is one of my favorite spaces in our house. It just is so filled with light. It's such a peaceful space. It's really beautiful. I have it set up right now for just a very simple summer decor. I've got some greenery and I just kind of kept things pretty plain. So I'm really excited now to start adding in all of those fall colors to the area. I'll be bringing in some pillows. I'll be sprucing up my stems and my mantle. But the first thing I always like to do is to just get started with cleaning. So I'm removing those spring wreaths from the double doors, and I'm just giving my glass doors a once over just to get all of those fingerprints off of them. And my cats are always in the morning pressing their little noses against the doors because they are just dying to get out there each morning. So these wreaths I purchased from Target a couple of years ago, and I always like to bring them out during the springtime because they're just a very nice spring kind of green. But now that we're getting into fall, I have these two wreaths that I purchased from Amazon, and they're just a really nice pop of that fall orange color. They're very subtle, they're just very delicate, but you can fluff them out and make them appear bigger than what they are. But I really like just how wispy they are. I like that they're a little bit more sparse than the wreaths that I had here earlier. And they just give off a really pretty vibe for the season of autumn. I have this wreath storage bag also from Amazon, and I have a couple of these. I like these because what I do is I will just take out the autumn wreaths and then replace the spring wreaths right inside, and I double them up. These bags are pretty deep, so they can hold two regular size wreaths, and then I'm ready to go when I need them again for next year. So now I'm working on the mantle and I'm bringing in one of my favorite pieces. This is a semi-fuga garland. The color in this garland is just absolutely striking. I purchased two of them last year, and as you can see, I pulled them right out of storage. These garlands have so much movement. They hardly need any kind of fluffing or prepping. They really do the work for you right out of the box. They just have a lot of drapiness to them, and they just look gorgeous on top of my mantle, especially against the wood and the stone. So all I'm doing to anchor them in is I'm just adding back my vase and my two candlesticks, and it's very lightweight, so you don't really need a whole lot of command strips or anything to really keep it up there. I'm just doing it with those two anchors on each side. And so far, I'm just loving the color contrast. It's just bringing in such a vibe here for this season. And because I don't want to have anything that's competing with it, I'm just adding these neutral stems in the top left of the mantle here. These are just simple cotton stems. I always like to add them in when I need a softness and a texture, but don't want to have any kind of bold color. And now for the bottom of my mantle, I have these two black lanterns, and I just had some simple green Spanish moss in there. So all I'm doing now is I'm mixing in some of that brown Spanish moss just to sort of fluff it up and tone things down a bit with the colors of autumn. And then I have these two mesh bags that I picked up from the Target dollar section, believe it or not. They're just some very simple filler with some pine cones and some soft velvet acorns. And I think that this just gives it exactly what it needed to elevate it for fall time. I think that they go really nice with the candles. They look extra pretty at night when I light these and it's dark in here. But overall, I think it just adds in that extra pop of warmth. And to make it even more festive, I have these 3 pumpkins. These were a DIY that I did last year. I think they came out so awesome. I was so happy with how they turned out. I'm gonna link that DIY video for you down below. And this is a dupe of something that I saw on Pottery Barn, so I'll link those for you as well. But I really think that they just complete the mantle in such a beautiful way. I think they look gorgeous on the hearth, and I think that overall they just really bring in that fall vibe and make things feel fun for the season. Sprucing up our outdoor couches now, I'm just bringing in a really fun pillow that I picked up last year. It's this sweater weather pillow. I love the plaid and those subtle orange color tones in it. I think it's just really great for the season. And now I have this Thankful pillow that I've had for several years now. I think it was a Home Goods find, and I just think that it brings in that extra touch of fall. On our coffee table, I have my textured vase with some Timu stems, and all I'm doing here is I'm going to leave those green stems and I'm just going to pop in 3 of these dried look hydrangeas. These are from Hobby Lobby. I used them last year. They have such a beautiful, deep color to them, but I like that they're lighter than the garland that I have on our mantle because I don't feel as though they compete. I think it's just a nice complementary stem to have here in the center of the room. And I always like mixing in stems like this with my original greenery because it just makes everything feel nice and full, and it means that I have to purchase less of those new stems when I can sort of weave them into what I already have going on. And now I'm just adding for functionality. I have this beautiful aged bowl, and I'm adding in my marble coasters and a few of our remotes out here just so that they are easy access for when we spend time out here. Heading over to our outdoor console here, I'm clearing away what we already had for our summer decor, and I'm just giving everything a once over, cleaning off any of that dust. And you'll see that I'm getting started with this wooden dough bowl, and in a minute you'll watch me remove it because I really didn't like how it was turning out. But I started off just adding 3 of these orange toned candle holders with some acorn filler. And while I do like this as it is, I really didn't like the way that the colors were going with what I added. So to the right, I started with that glass vase and the stems I had, and then I decided to swap them out. I really wanted something that was just different and something that felt a little bit more refreshing. And I have these 2 large, oversized, wispy stems, these willow stems, and I think the color is just beautiful. And I popped that little pumpkin in to the right, and then I realized that I didn't really like that original setup. So I swapped out my dough bowl for this round bowl with a handle and that jug vase on the left side. This feels more softer for me. This just feels more in line with the season and goes better with the colors that I have already happening. I have some wheat sheaf stems dried that I just popped in there as well. And then I added my little candle holder with a little candle. And I brought in more of that Spanish moss here just to tie it in from what I had in my lanterns on the mantle, and just popped a regular battery operated candle inside. I have these 2 pumpkins that are soft velvet. They came from also the dollar section at Target. Don't ever underestimate the dollar section at Target when you need filler items like this for the season. And then below, I just made a couple of adjustments to what I already had. I kept it nice and simple. I kept the color palette nice and neutral for fall with that beautiful pop of purple on the right, and I love the simplicity of how this turned out. The room came together so beautifully. Now everything feels like fall. You can see that Olive is happy out here. I have all my fall colors going. It just feels so cozy now. I feel like I just gave this room a giant hug, and it's just, now it's cohesive with the rest of the house. It flows really nicely from our main living space inside, and I really just want to come spend time out here now with the cooler nights coming. And I'm happy that I did it with mostly items that I already owned and a couple of those dollar store items to fill in the blanks. Overall, it just shows that you really don't need a whole lot to create that autumn vibe. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this fall decorate with me in my covered porch area. I have a lot more great fall content coming. I'm super excited to share with you guys our entryway for the season of fall. I'm gonna also be doing our kitchen and our coffee bar for the season of fall. So definitely stay tuned and make sure that you're subscribed to my channel if you're not already, and that you have that notification bell turned on so that you never miss a video. And if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It's a free way to support my channel. I really appreciate it. And drop me that comment down below because I really love hearing from you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time. Take care.